Welcome. I'm just kind of chilling today. I was like, you know what? This is so Whitney. I kind of wanted to just be lazy today, and I was like, I'll just pull a few cards or whatever. I'll have fun. And like, I just can't do that because this is like my job, so I can't just slack off, I'm already starting to sweat. Yeah. So I'm just gonna pull some cards and see what happens. It's been I've had such a wonderful morning. I hope you guys have too. Holy crap, I had to get so much done today. I cleaned my floors and so much cleaning. I had to do so much cleaning today. Sunday, aka cleaning day, I swear. It always is. And then if I don't, I do it tomorrow, and I hate waiting until Monday to do it. I just made a coffee. Gonna hang out, chill, pull some cards, see what comes through the ether. Kind of rattled a couple boats today. Hey, Andrea. Why do I feel like you have been here before? Hello, everybody. What I was saying, I rattled a couple of cages this morning. And then right after I was like, okay, so collective, okay. Man, has collective been burned, okay? And burned bad by people. And it's really hard to come on the other side of that burden, because after you get burned, your skin is different. You're more sensitive in those areas. It's just being burned is hypothetically and figuratively the worst thing that could happen, minus being stabbed, I think, anyways, because the torture of it is fucking being burned hurts. But it's what was I going to say about that? Releasing? Well, displacement. The crows. Okay. Displacement is a crow card, so I'm going to pull the crows. But, collective has gone through so much, okay, that sometimes we get displacement and we get angry and sad and frustrated over things with people that were actually, happening with somebody else or happened with somebody else, and we're repeating it over and over and over again, we're in our own hell. Okay, where we repeat ourselves, right? And what's happening just repeats itself over and over and over again until you forgive yourself and heal. Okay, that's pretty much what it is. Because once you heal from the situation, you no longer displace your feelings on it towards other people because you got it down pat, right? What up, everybody in the chat? Hello. Okay, so I get why people, when they become adults, write books, biographies, right? Or explain their story, vlog, write movies, right? Trying to explain what happened to them. Because once you become an adult, it's all on you. It's on you to get better. It's on you to make things right. It's on you to better yourself and to put in better situations. It's all on you. You can't put that shit on other people once you're an adult. So, but if people don't want to face what they did to you, then you can still displace that anger onto other people. But once you release them and say this is what I know you did, and I'm not going to fucking do this anymore where I hide, how you treat me, and I hide this because I'm now taking it out on people that don't deserve it, right? Okay, the crows. Here we go. Preparation, anomaly, and waterproof. Okay. You are an anomaly. You're something that's one of a kind. Okay, doesn't come out very often, and when it does, people have to prepare themselves for being around you, because I kind of feel like, you know, the people that tortured me my whole life and like did things to me and like, you know, just never, I mean, personal torture hell, okay? I kind of like, now that I can see on the other side of it, I was always protecting them, right? And I didn't really know how to deal with it because when you get abused and like then the next person abuses you and then the next person abuses you, it's just like you just become numb to everybody hurting you all the time, right? But then when you stand alone and push those people away for never really supporting you, always beating you up while you were down, you know, those people just become like obsolete, and you can say your goodbyes and you can explain your hate and you can say things and there's no repercussions for you because it's your story that you have every right to tell. You have every right to exploit people. You have every right to say who does you wrong. You have every right to try to make things right. You have every right to reach out. You have every right to do things that you were personally involved in. If you're a third party to something, honestly, you just better watch your fucking mouth with people that you defend, because as a third party, you're not directly a part of it, which means you better watch who you're defending in a position, because people who play victim are often the culprit, right? Victims don't usually speak out for years and years later because we want to know that we're far enough away from these people that they can't get us again. Like when I told my mother that her husband molested me, he has 1 million hunting guns. That was my first response was, oh my God. And I didn't even think of it. I was like, he's got those guns. And Courtney was like, my sister was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I never even thought of that. Like, he's an angry man and I'm an anomaly. I will attack him, right? But only when I know I'm safe. So he's like 17 hours away on a good day in the summer, and in the winter over 23 hours away from me. He can't just get to me. And then I actually asked my aunt, because, you know, she was directly connected to somebody he was living with. And I said, please, if he takes this news bad, just please let me know. I need to know if he leaves the house with a gun, because I'm fucked then. She wrote me back, I can't handle this and I can't talk to you anymore, and never spoke to me again. And I was like, okay, so, all right. Everybody like that, people who can't face the truth about things that happen in their own life are never going to accept that you spoke out about something, because they can't address their own monster. So they're not going to look at you and go, oh, you have a monster. They don't even know what really monsters are. When they say your monster is in the closet, they have no fucking idea what they're talking about, because they continually tell children there's nothing in that closet when they fucking know there is. Okay, it's an illusion. They're trying to scare their child. They're trying to brainwash their child into not believing that there are things behind doors that can fucking scare them. Are you kidding? If you're telling your kid that nothing can scare them and nothing can hurt them, you're fucked. And that kid is most likely going to die. He needs to know that at every point in time, something could kill him. Something could attack him. Somebody could come from the side and grab him. Somebody with an ice cream cone could entice him in. Hey, do you know the main way of like how they take kids? Puppies. It's right in our face. Oh, I've got a puppy. You want to come see my puppy? Hey, I got a puppy. You know how easy it is just to kill a puppy and get another one? People give that shit away all day on the internet, right? They're you know, home dogs having babies with the neighbor's dog, and nobody really wants to make money, so they just give them away for free. Like, these people can get a hold of things that can grasp like somebody's attention like a child very quickly, right? So if you don't tell your child, listen, even a koi can be something that can, you know, determine if I ever see you again, to teach them that it's not there, or to be quiet about it, or to never speak about it, is really telling your child to never have a voice. And if you teach them never to have a voice, then, I mean, the torture that they're going to sustain when a child tells you something and you say it's a lie, when it took everything for that child to tell you something, because somebody is either around an anomaly or is an anomaly. And the thing is that the people that were around you were supposed to prepare for you. They were supposed to prepare for dealing with somebody like you, and they didn't. They didn't, right? They pulled their true colors. And that's what I say to a lot of people is, man, I'm really glad that I got to see what you are, because these are recorders and they're recording what you're doing. And I know what you're doing. You cannot lie about it. You cannot tell your friends something different about it. You cannot run your mouth about it. What I see is what I know is the truth, because I'm fucking looking at it. You can't tell me I'm looking, I can't be looking, okay, say at a red bird, cardinal, and then you tell me it's a blue jay. I'm fucking looking at it. It's a cardinal. It's not blue, but they'll try to tell you it's blue. If they can convince you it's fucking blue, trust me, they will. But you're the anomaly. You can see. And the thing is that you're waterproof to them. It's almost like you're emotionless to them, right? Because everything they did to you, okay, you had to be emotionless too, because if you showed emotion, then they were going to beat you for that. You can't show emotion. You can't show me that I'm hurting you. Very abusive, very narcissistic point of view, right? But you're waterproof. So even if you did cry about it, even if you were upset about it afterwards, it never got onto your skin. It was just something that you could reflect off of you because you were prepared for it. Even if they pulled some stunt out of their ass that you could never possibly think they would do, you were still prepared for it. They're the ones that couldn't admit that you were something that maybe they had to change, right? Not change you, but they had to change about themselves, like if they hated you, maybe they had to look at a reason why they didn't like you. Because when you hate somebody, try to think about the word hate. I mean, it's very abusive, it's very aggressive, and it needs to go to the right thing that you hate. Something that you hate, it can't be something that you just can't control, because that's not the valid reason to hate something, is that you can't control it, right? Because things are out of your control. Once you realize things are so much far out of your control, then you learn to not really hate anything anymore, because you realize once you hate it, it's you want to control it, or you want to control the outcome, or you want to control how they feel, or you want to, let them know that they hurt you in some way and control the situation, when you're never going to get that. These people are never going to give you what you want. They're barely keeping it together as it is. Okay, so all they can do is brainwash you into believing that they're the victim and they're allowed to treat you however way they want, and then thus becoming waterproof. Because how can you absorb something so narcissistic while still trying to maintain your own life? If you really knew how they felt about you, you wouldn't be here, because those were your family members, right? Your family members probably fucking hated you more than the kids you went to school with, right in front of your face, and you had no idea, because the abuse that you're sustaining is something you see every day, right? I really do notice how much people do in front of their kids, or how much they subject their kids to. And they just, because they're in control, it's like, well, I'm in control, you can't say anything. Well, I'm in control. Well, I'm in control. Well, yeah, but you're still breaking the law, even though you're in control, right? So it's like, it's one of those things that's just kind of, honestly, at this point in time, these people, they deserve to get hit hard. They deserve to get hit hard. They deserve to read what you say and not be able to respond. Because these are bullies. These are haters. These are people that you had to literally be born with a birthright to stay waterproof to their feelings, to their emotions, to how they treated you. To stay waterproof is almost to stay numb. Do you imagine how much you would have had to be numb around these people? Like, that's exhausting. You were supposed to shine. You were supposed to be the thing that they were so happy about, that they were grateful for. And instead you're the problem. Nope. You were not the problem. Okay? You were not the problem. You were the preparation for something much bigger in their life. Okay? So we got communication now in reverse, and I have these cards all upright, as you can see the way I shuffle them, so then they specifically don't come up in reverse, because there's no reason for them to come up in reverse, and communication came up in reverse, which means they're cut off. They can't talk to you anymore. That's it. It's over with. They're done fucking around. They're done squawking at you. They're done yapping at you. They're done fucking trying to say anything to you, abusing you, taking your voice away, speaking over you. And there it is. Release them. It's time to release these people. Honestly, I have been watching Lucifer, the show, and it's been kind of hard to watch because it's not the best show, but it has these moments in time where the meaning behind the show, it just shines right through. But you have to be able to see between, the lines. And there's this moment of time where like Lucifer is dealing with his father and he knows that he has to release him, right? That's the only way. You have to release everything about them, because if you don't, then you're never going to get out from the crutch that they're making you, walk around on just to make them happy, right? You can't speak this way. You can't do this. You can't act this way. And it's all just to cover up something that they can't accept, something that they can't listen to. Like, they can't accept who you are, then they can't accept you for who you are. They can't accept the way that you speak, the way that you write, the way that you drive, the way that you dress, the way that the music you listen to, the lifestyle you have. If they can't accept that, they don't get a right to have anything to do with you. Because if they're not accepting it, then that means that there's something that they want to say to make you change. When anybody who really loves you will just love you for who you are. What up, Blue? Okay. They'll just love you for who you are. They're not going to want to change you. Right. So I don't know, man, this is a hard reading, because the thing is that it's hard to admit that the people that hurt you the most were the ones that were supposed to love you, and they didn't. Okay. So it seems like collective is moving forward now without them. Okay. Which is obviously why I wanted to come through the crows. Moving away now without them, because there's something that you put away. Okay. There's something that you put away, and now you're going to go and get it. And you're going to dig it up. Something you put away. So, okay, I think the reason why you have to say goodbye to these people is because there's somebody else that's going to come into your life. Okay. You open up that door to whatever it is. Okay. It could be a person, place, thing. Okay. And these people are not allowed to be a part of that. It's almost like you have to shield this next phase from them, because if they even get their little tiny greasy little fucking hands on it, they're gonna ruin it for you. Okay, or they're gonna try to ruin it for you. Okay, so you have something coming in, and to get you getting rid of them means that now it's like you went. I don't know if it's. I don't know if you did this. Like, I kind of feel like obviously you did it subconsciously, but it's like you put something on the back burner, right? Something either you were going to do, somebody that you were going to talk to, a place that you were going to move to, something that you kind of wanted to, like, it was always in the back of your mind that you were going to do it, but you just never said it to anybody because it was really nobody's fucking business. And usually when you tell people what you want to do, that's their opportunity to tell you how much you shouldn't do it, right? So it's like putting something away and knowing, and then burying it and knowing that like you're always going to do it. So it's not a matter of, where did you bury it and can you remember it? It's, trust me, bitch, I know exactly where it's buried and where it's fucking marked. And when I'm ready to go and get it, I'm going to go and get it. Now I'm getting, oh shit, Shawshank Redemption. Ooh, the goosebump just came through me. Oh my God. Andy, it's almost like the part that I'm getting is the end, right? When Andy puts the box away for good old Morgan Freeman, and he actually gets to it. It's kind of almost the thing, but Andy sets him up. It's almost like you set yourself up. If Morgan Freeman was Andy and Morgan Freeman, it would work out perfectly, but they were two different characters. So I kind of see how it's like hey, this, honestly, I can't not take that as a sign. Maybe somebody put something away for you and now you're going to go and dig it up. That's the thing, is we never quite know how this shit works. Was it you who did it? This is starting to hurt. Or was it somebody else who did it? Right? Never quite know sometimes, because this is something that you could have went and buried fucking centuries ago, like lifetimes ago, you could have buried it, right? All to be dug up at this one point in time in your life when you needed it. When you got rid of the people that were going to, attack it. I mean, who knows what this is? I mean, something that people would want to destroy. And I mean, humans, they want to destroy everything. Okay, they want to destroy everything. And they don't care what it costs. They don't care. Oh man, I watched this, like one of those big giant trees in BC get cut down, you know, those like 3,000-year-old sons of bitches. And they're cutting it down for, I think, some fucking road or something they're saying. And it's just like watching this like giant just fall. Like, fuck you and your fucking roads and your bullshit and your fucking, we'll just plant a tree right now, right beside it. Just, you know, in 3,000 years, we'll come back and put our hands on it. Like, they think that they can just replant these trees. Like these little tiny little baby trees. Like, you know when those are going to make any type of impact? It's probably 6, 7, maybe 10 years. Like, but good for you for planning for the future, little fucking assholes. Honestly, it's like something, I don't know where that just came from, but like, honestly, people will destroy anything. So don't give them the opportunity to do it. Don't give them the open door to take something away from you again, because they want to throw their dirty, trashy mouth all over it, or talk shit about it, or be jealous of you and they can't handle it. So they got to get it away from you. You know, like, humans are so, I mean, they're predictable at this point in time. Put it that way. Anybody, if you make any type of moves, put it this way, be predictable. Just know that somebody is going to fucking say something about whatever it is that you're fucking doing, and they're going to have a problem with it. It's almost like, just prepare for it at all times. That people are just not prepared for you, and they just want to shit on your feathers. But it's called water and a good bath. And you can get that shit right off, all right? Fear. Fear is an illusion. Okay? That scarecrow is supposed to scare that crow away. And instead the crow's just sitting on his head like, you think I give a fuck about you and your straw? No. Be brave. Okay? Be brave. There's wrath with resistance. It's like, swim against the fucking wind. You know, go against what everybody else is doing, because people are fucked. And for the most part, what they choose to do is even more fucked. So it's like, why follow the crowd when you can just hate them instead and live a very peaceful life? I mean, be gentle. But that's all you need to do, honestly. If I never had to talk to another person again and just live in the woods all by myself, I probably would. Actually, you know, that seems kind of lonely. I would like my sister there and maybe a boyfriend, but let's not get too greedy. You know, if I could be in the woods, I mean, but at the same time, you know, oh man, when I lived in Calgary, so because of the mountain ridge, there's like little towns that are all through the mountains. And I was working at this international hotel, and these people, some people would tell me these stories about fucking the mountains, and it was just like I don't know if it was all firsthand, if it was, you know, somebody who knew somebody. There was this one guy in this town. He just like, I don't know, he disappeared after seeing something in the woods. And this lady I used to watch, she grows chickens in the woods, and like no fencing or anything. It's just like there's an electrical fence, a small little electrical fence, just to keep like the coyotes out and stuff. And the chickens just stay together and they just stay wild in the fucking woods. It's kind of awesome. And she put up a video, and she stood outside this one night, and there was something howling, and not a wolf. For one, wolves don't really howl at night. And second, it sounded so creepy. And it's like, I don't know if it's, you know, people walking around with like a sound machine fucking with people, because that's what it could be too. Right. But I have no doubt that Bigfoot exists, or like some type of something in the woods. Like I can usually feel something in the water, like on big bodies of water. I will only swim to a certain point, because I'm a swimmer. I love to swim. zero gravity in a very painful body is like my heaven. So I'll swim a lot, and I will only, there was this one lake, North Bay Lake, I think it was called. And I went for a nice little swim out, and suddenly I got this, like, I'm crouching my feet right now. Like, I got this overwhelming feeling to turn around and swim back to the shore. And I don't know if you know, like, I take spirit very seriously, and I froze, and I turned around so goddamn quick, and there was like one of those black lakes, you know, like, woo, there, you have no idea what's on the bottom, and I swam, I'm getting goosebumps right now, I swam back so fucking fast, I was terrified, and I don't think that's ever really happened to me. There was this one lake in California I wanted to go swimming, and it was a really hot day, but it was in May, so it was like the lake was going to be cold. And I went to go put I can take cold water, it doesn't really bother me. I went to go put everything on and go to jump in, and something went, don't go in there. And I was like, but why? Like, I mean, I'm just going to stay right here. I just really want to, cool myself off. And Spirit was like, don't get in the water. And again, Spirit knows I love the water. I physically need the water for like my rehabilitation. Like, I need it. So when I get told not to go in, I don't go in. Fuck that. I don't care if it's a lake. I don't care. There's things in lakes too. Okay. People go missing. Okay. They spontaneously drown. There was this lake. I think it was last summer. This lady made the news in a lake around me, and she said her leg got tugged. Her leg, she was in a lake by herself, and there was nobody around, and it freaked her out so bad. And she was just doing a natural little swim around, and her leg got pulled on, and like pulled under a little bit, and she was pretty close to shore. So I don't know, she kicked it or something, and I'm like, I don't go swimming by myself anymore. I used to just go by myself sometimes. I don't do that anymore because it's just, again, it's over these last couple years. I don't know what has all of a sudden changed or something, but like, I don't know. I feel like there's a little bit of stranger danger around. Okay. Like, okay. So just be careful, because if people can't handle who you are, then you can imagine how angry they get at just your existence, right? And if they're going to get that angry that you exist, then they could hurt you. Or they could try to hurt you, right? Fuck that shit. Oh, psychic sweats are coming on. So I thought I was just going to do a nice little, pull cards or not pull cards or chat. It's never going to be that way. I have to pull cards. I have to take it seriously. I can't flop on anything. All right, so next message. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, general messages all the way. Oh my God. This is what okay. So I was thinking something when the first two cards came down, but I'm like, okay, that seems a little repetitive, but then I kind of had to take it because this is the freaking message. Okay. So we had hate that came down with murder in reverse, which what I wanted to say instantly was that someone's hate for you just won't stop. It won't end. They won't kill it. They won't let it be killed. They're protecting it, and it really sucks because who wants to protect hating you? Like that seems like an oxymoron. Like, I'm like, why did that not even sound right to come out of my mouth? Like, cause it's just not right. Okay. And then, the reason why I'm hanging on to the message is because it's haul it and forget it in reverse. Hey, Diane. Is that Diane? Yeah. What up, Diane? Okay. But we have Lighthouse and we have Loser. Okay. So, it means that no matter how much they want to hang out in this hate, okay, they can hang out in it for as long as they want. You're finding your way out of it. Okay? You're finding your way out of it. Because help is near, help is watching you. And they know you're getting mercy. They know that this person is just choosing to act this way, and that's not good enough to, I almost feel like maybe they're stalking you with this hate. Like it's almost as if I feel like they could be hanging out with people and they're on their phone, they're like watching everything you're doing, and these people are like, okay, we're going out, we're gonna, go mini putting, or we're gonna go like watch a movie or something. They're like, no, I have to stand here and watch what they're doing. Like it's very obsessive. And disease did flip when I was shuffling, but it didn't come out and it didn't actually flip. It just kind of like showed itself, and I wasn't sure if it wanted to come out, but there it is. So this person is very sick. Okay, they're suffering from this hatred towards you. Okay, because they're forcing themselves to hurt themselves to watch you. Look at that. The truth and nothing but in reverse. Like this person is, I think the reason that they're saying that they hate you, it doesn't even exist. Okay, they're lying. They don't even have a reason to hate you. Oh man, my tinnitus just went off. Ooh, that was bad. Ooh, I think someone's talking shit about me right now. Oh, if you ever get this, okay, so there's this saying, which I'm pretty sure this is the correct way. If not, look it up yourself. But if you ever get tinnitus, which is like tinnitus in your ear, okay, it's this ringing in the ear. They say like ringing in the ear is actually a sign of a higher frequency that you're picking up. It's a higher dimension that you're picking up, right? So if you have tinnitus, it's actually called tinnitus. Please don't take any medication for it, because it is your third eye and third ear activating. Okay. So when you all of a sudden hear a high pitched squeal either in your left or your right ear, it means that someone's talking about you. Okay. So the way that I do it, I don't know if this is the correct way, but this is just the way that I've heard it from spirit. In the left ear, if all of a sudden my left ear goes off, someone's talking shit. If my right ear goes off, I feel like someone's talking nice about me. And my left ear just went off. And the thing was, like I said, deadline. I shook a couple caskets this morning on some fucking people that were just laying dead, thinking that their, how they treated me was just dead and buried and gone. And then they can just live their life as a fucking lying sack of shit that they are. You best believe corpses rise from the dead. All right, here we go. Prophecy in reverse with the goodies and the oldies in reverse. So, like, the thing is I feel like back in the day, somebody played psychic and they did a reading on you. And because they're so full of shit, okay, and in complete denial of everything that is life, they read your cards wrong, okay? Riddle me that. Of course they fucking would. Reading tarot is not as easy as it looks, okay? It takes a very long time to learn how to do this. So they played, I heard devil's advocate again. It's like they're being fucking controlled by something. It's so funny how much people are controlled and go and hurt other people by something inside of them. It's not even, this person has no reason not to like you. No reason not to like you. They decided to look into your future and they saw something and they read something wrong. Okay. And now what they want to do is they want to keep this hate train on, keep trying to kill you, keep trying to kill what you're doing, keep trying to end everything, keep hating you, keep keeping that hate alive. Okay. Because somehow they think it's going to take the prophecy away that they saw. And the thing is that whatever they saw, they can't take away. They never did take it away. They might have thought at one point in time that they pulled one on you or over you and they took something away from you or they had some type of power over you, and they didn't. Okay, hate has no power. Hate is just hate. That's all it is. It's just dark magic. Okay, that's like a slap in the face to somebody. It really doesn't really fucking do anything. It barely even leaves a mark. Okay, that's dark magic for you. And that's how dumb this person is to really believe that. I mean, please, honestly, do not do tarot readings or, you know, oracle sessions on people that you don't like, because oh fuck, who knows, like what ends up happening when you read somebody's energy that you don't like, you're going to read what you don't like. You're not going to read the person correctly because you're already not liking them. So that's why it's like really hard sometimes to even do personal readings with people, because if they bring in their garbage energy of, like, some people, they just want to spy on their ex-boyfriends, they just want to, you know, see if they can ruin marriages and fucking get in between people, and like, I won't do that. That's not something that I do. I know that energy and I can feel that energy right away, and I will stay away from people like that. Okay, because I'm not going to let their hate drive the reading, because now it's like, I'm not, no matter what I say, okay, even if this person, you know, is not really that bad, if I say anything good about them, it's like, fuck you, now you're on their side. No, I'm not on anybody's side. I'm just trying to fucking tell you. You want the answer, I'm trying to give it to you. People think it's just automatic. It's that hate, you know, like if somebody left them and they're dating somebody else, how dare they? Well, they're single, right? Like, they're allowed to do whatever they want. But people, it's just really hard for some people to let go of other people and let them be free and let them be happy, right? People don't want to be happy. They don't want to see you happy. They most certainly don't want to live happy. So they're just going to concentrate all their hate on you to try to get you to lose something again, because they think that whatever it was that happened in the past, they made you give up something, or they got you to, you know, they got everybody to hate you, or they did something and it worked. But now, I mean, there's something that they didn't see coming. There's something like, you know, maybe now people realize how full of shit this person is. Everything they say, maybe you counteract and you're completely different. Maybe they keep calling you an asshole, but yet every time you see their friends or you see people, you're like, hi, how's it going? Are you okay? It totally defeating their and deflecting their, you know, you're such a monster. Maybe you're just naturally doing something and now people know that they're full of shit. Like, somebody who's full of shit, honestly, if somebody comes and tells you a lie about somebody, just know they're full of shit right away. Fucking walk away from them, leave them alone. They're never going to be authentic. They're never going to, you know, actually listen to you for the right reasons. They're going to try to exploit you, right? Because that's, people always have a hidden agenda, right? When they're monsters and want to hate you, right? They won't let go. They won't just let you move away. They're going to keep hounding you, right? And it's like, I don't know who hated them so much in their past. I don't know who bullied them. I don't know who showed them that hatred, you know, that you're supposed to act like this, that you're supposed to concentrate hate on people. Like, I've never heard anybody say that. I wouldn't even wish that on my enemies. I wouldn't sit there and put hate on them. Why? I got other things to do. Like I said, I've been so busy today. It's not even funny. I haven't even left my house. Okay. It's like, I don't have time to do that. I don't know how people have time, especially if they're working. How do you have time to put so much negative energy on people? And that's why when people stalk people, they can't work, because they've got to be stalking you. You know what I mean? So whatever this is, it's like, there's always going to be a deadline. Nothing lasts forever. Everything everywhere dies at some point in time. So for them to continue this energy and to continue, like, it seems like this charade, you know, it seems like this show that they're putting on is like, oh my good God, like, just shut it off. It's done. It's over with. No one's going to listen to you anymore. You've lost all credibility. You've lost all respect. You've lost all your loyalty. So I mean, you don't have to hate people for them to walk away. You simply just have to go, I don't respect you. Go away. Go live your life. Walk away from me. Stop projecting your energy on me, right? Stop displacing things that you want to say to other people onto me, because you can't be fucking truthful with the ones in front of you, right? And that's why I have to release what people did to me individually to them, because something that my aunt did to me, I was, you know, taking out on my father. And I'm like, hey, well, my father did what he did. My aunt did what she did. I'm going to differentiate the two right now. And I'm going to let this one person know you did this. I'm going to let the other person know you did this. And I'm not going to combine them anymore, right? You have to take apart the things that hurt you so then you can address the person who did them and not just keep adding them on to all these other people and then taking it out on them when you don't realize you're being abused. Right? It's like, well, I mean, you should kind of recognize the signs of abusive behavior, right? Like, I mean, I know it's hard, and I know it's really hard not to be biased of people that you love, but abusive behavior is, you know, should be intolerable, right? You shouldn't have to tolerate something when they taint and you know, shit all over something that's so beautiful. So, what up, Farash? I'm not really good with, you know, English in general, so I can't do foreign names that well. I hope everyone's having a lovely Sunday. And for the people super west, I hope you're having a good Monday. The West is the best if you know where to go. Aw, NQ Arbuckle. Oh my God. Okay, there's this band from Toronto, and they're called NQ Arbuckle. His name is Neville Arbuckle, and they're this fucking awesome band. Oh my God, I haven't thought of them in forever. I have to take breaks because they don't really have a lot of albums, so I have to take breaks from listening to them sometimes. I just got them. If you're ever in Toronto, you should watch. If NQ Arbuckle is ever playing, go and see them. They are magical. Oh, they're so awesome. There's this one song it's called Death. I love it. Oh, death, I'm scared of you tonight. It's kind of like, it's a little twangy. It's like, oh, he's so awesome. Fucking Neville. I haven't thought of Neville in so long. Oh my gosh, I went to one of their shows and I didn't know what he looked like. I didn't know what Neville looked like. But my sister knew, because she's actually met him a couple of times. And I went to this show in Toronto, and my sister's ex-husband was there, and something happened to me, like interdimensionally, okay? So I get in to this concert hall, and suddenly everything just goes out of whack on me, okay? And I'm like barely even in the dimension. I'm like, oh my God, Courtney, like I gotta hang on to something. So we found the sound guy, and I hung on to the sound guy, okay? And then she like got me a hot dog, and then I had a pop, and then I was like, oh, okay, like I'm feeling a little bit better now. Like it was like I was in Pluto or something, like Cloud 9. And Neville Arbuckle was standing right beside me. My sister never told me because she's like that. She just wouldn't tell me when somebody was standing right there. And she's like, he left or whatever. I knew he was there. Like he was standing right there. And she's like, he walks away or whatever. And then all of a sudden he's on stage. And I'm like, is that the guy that was right there? And she's like, yeah, he was standing right beside you, checking you out the whole time, and you didn't say anything to him. And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure I'm in Pluto right now. I don't even think I'm here. It was like I ate mushrooms, but I didn't. It was so weird. And then my sister tells me after we leave that her ex-husband was there. And I was like, my sister is a Gemini. She hides things, okay? And I just have to get over it. I don't get mad anymore. And I'm like, well, that's fucking why the guy sucked all my energy out of me. Like, he's evil. Like, her ex-husband is evil. Yeah, stood right beside the bastard and fucking didn't even know he was there. That's spirit for you. Like, it was a big concert hall. I'm like, what the fuck was he doing standing beside us? It's the two hottest chicks in the concert hall, though. I mean, I don't refer to my sister as hot, but I know I'm good looking, so she looks like me. We get a lot of attention when we go out. We couldn't go out for years without having a guy with us because it was just too much energy. Just go away. Okay. Queen of Wands, 4 of Swords, 9 of Cups. Anxiety. Okay, so it kind of seems like this next message is almost a little bit like it's kind of like Spirit is saying you need to have a lot of like confidence in wherever it is you're going next. Okay? And because wherever it is you're going, metaphorically, physically, I don't fucking know. Okay? Take it how it resonates. It's like luxury. It's I think everything you really wanted. Okay, whether it's a job, a person, place, thing, okay? I mean, even if you are going to be like a first-time mom or a dog owner or something like that, you really got to have confidence in what you're doing, right? Because if you start questioning everything and going back and forth and, you're really just going to get in your head and you're going to start kind of stopping yourself, right? And then that is the back and forth thing, okay, is really what gets people. Because when you make a decision, you should just do it. Thinking about it and double think. Sometimes, like there's times where I want to do stuff, especially like tattoo myself, and I had to stop. And I have to go like, nope, put the gun down, go and do something else, right? It is like you do have to have confidence that things will come, that you don't have to rush things, that you don't have to try to get there before everybody else. Things that are meant for you, okay, will be there for you. Did you just hear that dog bark randomly? Okay, so things that are meant for you will come for you, okay? And that's why there was a message the other day that was, don't stop moving. Like, keep moving, and this will still find you. Because if you're not moving, then how can you get the things that you're supposed to be acquiring along the way if you're just standing there and not doing anything? It's kind of like, sometimes life is almost like a video game, like some type of, I don't know, Mario Brothers or something. Like you have to go out and get your food. You have to go out and you have to get your money, right? And then you got to dodge enemies, and then you got to dodge traffic, and then you got to dodge fish, and you got to and then you got to get your money, and then you got to eat again. So hey, there you go, get another mushroom. Okay, it's like things like that. It's like it's not that far off, which is why I think we relate to it so well and can play it, because it's kind of like real life, just weirder. Okay, so it's like that. It's like when you go into even when you go into a game, you come into the game determined to play, right? That's the same with life. You have to see life as that. Be determined to play. Okay, be determined to play, because if not, I mean, anything could keep you up all night. Anything. And the times where you're supposed to be relaxing and the times you're supposed to be meditating, you're up all night thinking about things that you can't control, or things that can hurt you, that are within your reach, but not anything you can do at that very second. Okay. So when you get to the place that you've always wanted to be, you need to, definitely ground your energy and allow that confidence to take over, because the world is not going to give you something that you're not prepared for. Wow. This is weird. The Chariot and the Lovers just dropped. Okay. So it's like, something. It's, yeah, did I say? You've got to be, okay. I just heard a puppy screech. I swear to God, any one of those fucking dudes beats a puppy on my property, I will fucking lose it. But I think the puppy just got hurt, because then I heard Dave. Oh, animal abuse, I swear I will kill. Okay, so it seems like because you are in the driver's seat, you have to drive yourself where you need to go. Okay, so if you have a will to get to where you really want to be, then get there, because once you get there, the confidence that you've been acquiring along the way is everything you need for your destination. And that's what they say. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. It's about getting there, because once you get there, then what? Okay, now a whole other journey begins. Okay, so it's almost like try not to, give up on the journey, or not want to try during the journey, because the journey is the best part. Because then everything changes once you get to the destination. Wow. $50.13. All right, let's see. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Two of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Damn. Okay. Queen of Cups, King of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Okay. Okay, so the way that I can see this is like, you know, try not to abuse yourself, okay, and do something that you might not be prepared for, okay, because the world is saying you are prepared for it, but if mentally, you know, there is that hesitation, it's like sometimes, you know, things can be overwhelming, and it's just do one thing at a time. Okay, do one thing at a time. You don't have to go all out, all on one day or one thing, one, you know, event. It is like, because that could be the thing that's going to kill it, right? It's like, leave it, like, give it room. Okay, give the journey room. And look at that, journey into the equilibrium. I couldn't have said that any better, okay? Because that's really what it is. That's where you're going. You're journeying into equilibrium, something that is going to come and go and be plentiful and be resourceful, and right. It looks rough right now, but it's only because of the weather that's going on around you. Okay, that's how it's depicting what's happening in your life. You have to wait for the weather to calm down. Okay, or for the energy around you to calm down, because you can't do everything in one day. You can't get everything done in one night. It's like, even when I move, okay, I've moved, oh my gosh, I tried to count like a couple of months ago, and I was like, I told my sister, I was like, I swear, okay, we're in the 40s on how many times we've moved. And she was like, no way. And then I got to 10 moves, just all of a sudden, like right there in her face, right before me and her were above the age of 12, and we're like, she's 40. So I'm like, okay, if we moved plus 10 times by the time you were 12, how many more times do you think we fucking moved? Like, oh my God, of course we moved 100 more times after that. Okay. So, and I honestly, no matter how many times I've moved, I always think I can get it all done in one day. I get it all done in one way. I can fucking undo and I honestly, I'm so kind of quick at it at this point in time. I usually don't even start packing until the morning of, because I'm just like, all right, let's get this done. Shit just gets thrown down the stairs, put into the fucking car or moving truck, and we're gone. But you can never do it all in one day, ever. Okay, and it sometimes has to be picked apart and dissected and done, you know, piece by piece, and that's okay. Okay, like I said, you don't have to go all in, all at once. And then there's Temperance with the Seven of Wands, where it's like you will find the balance with whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, and you know, you don't have to act like you're going to get attacked if you don't do it right, or it's just kind of like, you know, it's just, the world is just, it's so much more open than I feel like how this person is feeling about whatever this next move is. Like, it's like they're feeling so much pressure, but there is no pressure, right? There is no pressure. The pressure is coming from this person, obviously very eager beaver, and wants to make sure that it's perfect, but that's never, you know, it's almost like if you're kind of torturing yourself like that with whatever it is, then just wipe the slate clean and go with whatever the first thing is. Okay, so if all of a sudden you've made like a list to get a job or something and nothing's working, then wipe the slate clean and then write down the first place you want to go, the first thing you want to do. What's the first thing you want to do? Is it you want to get a wardrobe for going out and handing out resumes? Do you want to call some employers? Like it's honestly, I feel like writing a list is so like, grade 5 sometimes, but it also helps like prioritize, like I had so many things to do this morning that I almost didn't want to get out of bed. They weren't bad things to do, but there was a lot to do, right? I do a lot of stuff on the weekends sometimes, for, I don't know why, but I like to work a lot during the week and then get a lot of my extracurricular shit out on the weekends. And like, if I push that shit back, I kind of fuck myself because then I got everything to do on Sunday, or then then I push it to Monday, and then I'm like, then it throws off my work schedule. So I can't push it till Monday, so I had to get things done. And then today I had so many things to do. And then I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go have a shower. And the first thing I want to do after my shower, I'm just going to do. And then, that led to vacuuming, that led to clean the floors, that led to clean my aquarium, that led to so much shit. Okay. There's the Knight of Cups, right? It's like one thing at a time, one thing out of it, love yourself enough that if you don't know what love is, or you're trying to figure it out, the first way that you realize is to stop abusing your mental. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop right now. Just stop. No more back and forth. No more hemming and hawing. No more. If you want to go and do something, go and do it. If you want to lay down, lay down. You want to put on a movie, fucking put on a movie. You want to go out, go out. This back and forth thing, it's like it's killing somebody, because that's what's putting so much pressure on somebody. When you put that much pressure on yourself, you're actively stopping your energy from moving, right? Because then it's like, boom, I'm just going to stop. Boom, I'm just going to stop. And your King of Wands and your Queen of Cups are not supposed to be in reverse. They're supposed to be upright. King of Wands has to be upright, or he's not going to get anything done. He's going to be an asshole. Okay. Queen of Cups is going to be a fucking bitch if you don't fucking love her quick. Okay. It's like that. Like, you're going to become a prick to yourself if you don't allow your energy to be the first thing that you feel in the morning. If you feel somebody else's energy, if you feel somebody else when you wake up in the morning, there's an imbalance. You have an imbalance. And there's nothing wrong with that, but at least acknowledge it and try to do something about it. So then the first thing that you think of in the morning is not somebody else. It's you, because you're the one that has to do this day. Your whole life is built around you. It's not built around pleasing other people or wanting to do things for other people. If you're doing things for other people that you don't want to do, stop doing it. Because I can guarantee you, most of those people that you do shit for don't deserve it, okay? Or they're not worthy of it, or they don't give you back what you really feel. But if you want to do things with, nobody ever giving you anything back, then you're the man I met at the laundromat the other day, because I thought worked there. He was just walking around helping everybody do their laundry, to the point where I was like, okay, well, he's got to own the place. Tell me how the motherfucker doesn't get in his car and drive away when my laundry finishes. And I'm like, I think he just was here doing laundry. And Courtney's like, oh yeah, he doesn't work here. But he just wants to go around helping everybody use the laundry machines. Then so be it. That's your path, But then you can't really ask for anything back. You can't go around, helping all these people and then expect a manager or owner to pay you. Magician. Here we go. 5 of Swords. Man, rip this head off. Okay. Honestly, oh, shit. Oh, did I lose it? Son of a bitch. Oh, no, I got it. Okay. So I got the deck. We have the Fool. Oh, my God. And the Ace of Cups. Okay. And the Hermit. Okay. We got it. Okay. So look at this. Okay. The Magician decapitates his own self. Okay. Because that's the thing, is somebody's head is driving them crazy. Okay. So not physically, but just clear your head, okay? Just honestly, today is the day you begin all anew, okay? Do not take today into tomorrow. And this is where somebody learns on how to truly be themselves. Hermit in reverse, okay? That they are actually the ones that have more control over the situation than they believe, okay? So they're gonna stop hiding, okay? And get something done, okay? Stop hiding their feelings. Stop hiding what they want to do, okay? Because that's another thing. It was like, oh, yeah, that was Lucifer. It seems like Lucifer went to ask some kid what he wants to do for a living, and his mother's like, well, no kid knows what he wants to do. And then Lucifer goes, what do you want to do? And he goes, I want to be a CIA, a culinary institution, artistry or something. Everyone's like, oh, and his mom didn't even listen. And she's like, oh, you'd be really good for the CIA. You really love acting like a cop. And it's like, see, you're not even listening to like people do know what they want. Okay. They do. But then all of a sudden, when no one's listening or when no one listens to the plan, then you deviate from the plan and you do what other people are telling you to do. Right. So now this magician has to realize in order to get what he wants, he has to be the one that takes the first step, because it's scary as fuck. Okay. Everything is scary in life. But if you don't do something, then it's that fear that will hold you back. When it kind of seems like, so Spirit made me look at this card, 7 of Pentacles, and it says on the bottom of it, look upon my works, because she's grew all those hand of pentacles out of the ground. Like she has grown those. Looks like she's rising the dead. Okay, so she's done all that. And it's like, look upon what I've done. That's the 7 of Pentacles, right? It's the guy kind of standing beside the garden. Like, look at, this is what I've done. This is what I've created. So whatever it is, right? Have confidence in yourself, because you have created things. Okay, you've created a life, you've created moments, you've created life, you've created money, right? So whatever, I don't know, whatever this thing is with someone's head, right? I really feel like it's just, it's kind of a mental block that somebody's purposely almost doing to themselves. And it's like, because they want to get better and better and better. And I get it. Always thrive to get better, because as an individual, you can always do better. You can do better for yourself. You can do better for the people around you. You can always be better. So never think that you're too good to be better, but there's also a point where you're good enough. And you don't, like, you can keep bettering yourself and you're just going to make it that much better. But you are good enough where you are now. Okay, because it shows that you are. Okay, King of Pentacles with the 10 of Wands. It's like this King of Pentacles has to put this burden down. I don't know if like they dated somebody who said they weren't enough, or their parents didn't think that they were enough, or somebody is just, I think, really feeling like they're not good enough, when it's them holding themselves back, right? We punish ourselves for the things that people do to us. And it's so weird and ironic, because the things that people do to us punish us enough. Why are we punishing ourselves for them punishing us, right? 2 of Cups. Damn right. There is like love here, some type of connection, some type of relationship. Right? You're the one that has to decide if you can do it. And one step at a time. Ace of Wands. Nice. Follow your passion. You know, if it doesn't excite you, don't do it. If it doesn't get you going and excited and wanting to move, don't do it. If it does nothing for your mojo, nothing for your libido, nothing for your life, don't do it. But if it feels good, right? If it feels good, my sister is doing this thing right now with a friend, and she's like using her spare time to do it. And I thought that's so amazing, because she wants to do it and she's just going. She's just going to go for it, because it doesn't matter if you're getting paid. That's the thing, is like people, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to get paid for it. You think I'm getting paid right now to do this on YouTube? No. Okay. I fucking wish I was getting paid to do this on YouTube right now, right? Everything comes with a sacrifice. And if you really love to do it, then the money will come, or the clientele will come, or whatever it is will come, right? That's the thing. And I really feel like somebody's good enough for something. It's like, maybe you want to start something and you're like, I'm not good enough for it. Like when I first started reading tarot, my first channel was like, I don't know, I want to say 10 years ago now. And I had just started reading tarot, maybe like 6 months into it. I started a channel. I started to just read cards online, just like this, whatever. And that fucking channel blew up. Okay, I was doing personal readings within the first like 2 weeks. Tell me how I thought I didn't even know what I was talking about, but I did, because people who were listening to the readings, who were part of the readings, who were a part of this with me, it all resonated with them. So it doesn't matter how skilled you are, how many hours you have, or, apprentice bullshit. It's like, if you can do something, you can do something. Why does it matter? And I always feel like too, like, people have been single for a while. They're like, well, I don't really know how to do this. Well, like, people in relationship don't know how to do it, okay? Because they're in these, these wars with people that they call relationships, and they hate each other, right? So trust me, even people in relationship don't know what they're doing. People who open up their businesses for the first time have no idea what they're doing. Everybody is just winging it. And if it works, awesome. If it doesn't, you learn from it. Oh man, I can't do the whole like 9 to 5 schedule thing. I tried. I'm too tormented for that. I don't sleep. I work in my dreams, and like they always wanted me to do something that I couldn't do. What up, Pamela? Yeah, you missed an hour and 5 minutes and 25 seconds. But that's okay. At least you're here now. What's going on, homie? I don't know. I like preparing things, but at the same time, I don't. It's very hard. Like people who have been traumatized, it's just a gift we're even fucking breathing today. You know what I mean? Like honestly. And the shit I've been through, I shouldn't even fucking be here right now. But God willing, I am. So take it day by day. Day by day, by day, by day. Oh, I'm gonna smoke some weed. I hope you guys have had a good day. Remember, Pam? Oh, actually, if you subscribe and unsubscribe, I wonder if it'll take your monetization away. But you can try that. That works every now and then. To subscribe is to unsubscribe and then subscribe again. Are you kidding? That's insane. Oh my gosh, so you're somebody who sees their dreams? And you saw a funeral and the funeral was today. Oh my God, then that means that there was a funeral for her last night in your dreams and you attended because probably you weren't good. Are you going to the funeral today? Wow. That is incredible. That's the first time I ever even said those words on this channel too, by the way. Yeah, I know. It helps to get the notifications. Son of a biatch. Wait. Oh, shit, Pam, you're on my Instagram, aren't you? Okay, so you know what I'm just going to do? I'll just send you a direct message from now on, right before I'll go live. I don't care. I can do that. And then maybe you'll get that notification. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, good for you for remembering. It's really hard to remember your dreams sometimes. Like sometimes I'll remember my dreams, but if I don't write them down, like I said, I have to tell my sister stuff and she'll remember. She'll be like, remember that dream you had? And I'll be like, what the fuck? How did you remember? Like, I remember it now. You're telling me, but I did not remember that before. She remembers stuff from me. Okay, yeah, okay, I'll do that. I know, right? I don't know. I never really pre-plan this shit. I never really know if I'm going to go live or not. So, but I usually know 5 minutes before I go live. I don't even know what to say about that. Mojo libido. Oh, I don't even really know what I said. That's the thing. Channeling, it just comes out of my mouth, and I don't really sometimes I don't really hear it because I'm saying it. So I'll have to rewatch the live. And okay, what am I at? 109.16. Okay, so I said around 107 maybe. I don't even know what I said really. All right, next message. Awesome. That's like your 5D eye activating. Okay, so we have trap in reverse with book. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll watch it. I know what I kind of remember a little bit of it, but I don't really remember what I was saying. But anyways, okay. Wow, devil, and then shook or shock with egg. I just started hearing NXS, the devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside. Ooh, and the devil's right there. Okay, so what I'm kind of feeling is you could be unleashing yourself. Like, honestly, these cards, they're very different, okay? So for the fact that all of these cards are red, it's like really kind of like bothering me in a sense where I feel like it has something to do with the root chakra. Okay, it has something to do with the root chakra. Somebody is being untrapped from something. Okay, so I kind of think it's the Bible because the devil showed up. Okay, and with the Bates Motel, his dead mother, he's schizophrenic, right? So his dead mother is like speaking to him all the time and like fucking with him. Where I feel like that would be the devil coming into somebody's ear and like fucking with them, saying things to them, right? And if the thing is that when you open up your third eye, you open up your third ear. By opening up your third ear, you are schizophrenic. You do now hear messages from spirit directly, okay? Spirits are everywhere. So you have to learn which ones are your spirit guides, which ones are the ones that are fucking with you, which ones are demonic, okay? Which ones are the ones that are brainwashed, you know, like your parents and stuff, saying things in your head over and over and over again. You feel like in that situation, you're doing what's best, but really you're just doing what you hear, you know, what you've heard all your life, right? It's like somebody has to get that away from them, okay? Because, I mean, not everybody's parents were perfect and they knew what they were doing. Okay. So if somebody's parents were super religious, then they didn't know that maybe it wasn't a good choice to be like that. Okay. That maybe sometimes they let the book control them more than what they wanted to do. Right. Because then there's those people that are like, okay, well, my kid did this or my husband did this and the Bible says, you know, to do this. Or, well, now my priest says to do this, but you know the answer, right? So what this person is being told is abusive, okay? It's a trap. It's abusive. It involves the devil. It involves them hearing something that they're doing to you, and they're not filtering it. And yes, very much use your discernment. They're not hearing it properly, right? And they're allowing it to control them. Okay, thus they're controlling you now, okay, by trapping you in this. And I think possibly multiple times, okay, look at this, escape on the bottom. They're like, look on the bottom, don't go anywhere. Because I was just going to start shuffling right away, but there's escape, Pan's Labyrinth. Like once her mom dies and she's going to have El Capitano fucking take care of her, fuck that. She'd rather die. She knew that there was something else that she needed to do other than get trapped. And it's almost like, you know, when the Amish go running off, right? Because they can't live there anymore. They can't live under what their parents are saying, or they can't live with these ancient ones or these ancient rules or, you know, this old shit. It's like sometimes you have to break free, okay? There's the friendship with children of the night. It's like, something is changing. Like the way that you see things now is not the way that you saw things then, which means if you know that somebody was controlling you under something so controlled, like a Bible, you're escaping it. You have to escape it. That's what your soul is telling you. You have to escape it. You have to escape these rules, this like plank that has been put on you that you need to do this and thou shalt this and thou shalt that, and it's all bullshit. It's just to control you. It's to make people feel bad about themselves. It's, you know, it has its good parts and its bad parts, like everything. But through the bad, you need to see that there's something evil there, okay? And where evil lurks, you will break the law, okay? Because it's there to tempt you. And so many people can't take a temptation without fucking motorboating it, right? Knowing that, like, what the fuck is that going to do for you? Really, that one little second, that one moment of time that's going to be erased, you know, in moments after that, because of how insignificant it is, could ruin your life, or could ruin something that's, you know, being given to you as a gift. Like, it seems like these people were given something, right? Just like these friends, you know, they're given the right to travel, or they're, you know, allowing themselves to be free, but yet still going to a place and being told something and then not listening. It's kind of like, right? Some people, once they get that frame of mind of that brainwashing of whatever it is that they have to listen to or agree with or run their life by, it's like that is evidently something that is killing them. And if you don't want to be a part of that, then you have to break free from that. And the only way to break free from that is to stop listening to it. And the only way to stop listening to it is to clear your head of it. Maybe that's the part, but maybe that's the reading before about somebody's head. You know, your head, your parents are in your head. The goddamn Bible is in your head. There's too much shit in your head, right? That you need to clear your head. Honestly, smoke some weed. Okay, smoke some weed. If you don't want the smoke, fuck, get a vape. Okay, actually, I fucking hate vaping. It's so bad for you. But, like, smoke weed, okay? It's not going to kill your health. If you smoke it in a pipe, you don't even get paper, okay? It's just weed. It's not going to do anything to you. It's not going to affect your lungs. It's not going to ruin your day or anything like that, okay? And chill out. Edibles don't do the same thing as smoking weed. Alcohol, little sips of alcohol does not do the same thing as smoking weed. Smoking weed allows you to ground your energy to break free from something. Even mushrooms. Like, I ate so many mushrooms and opened so many doors inside of me that I suddenly now had to stop eating mushrooms and now start grounding everything. Right? Ground the energy that you're getting, because you're going to get all this energy and it's just staying in your body. You need to ground the energy in order to get rid of what they're projecting onto you, right? Because it's really hard to get your parents away from you, right? That programming, okay, that shit that's in your head, it's hard to get away from it, okay? Like, I had to go incognito for years and, like, not speak to anybody in order to get the programming out of my head. And that's just my family's programming. You know, thou shalt sweep everything under the rug. If you say anything, we're going to fucking hate you. You talk out of line, we're going to fucking smack you. If you fucking say anything, we don't like you anymore. We're going to throw you out of the house on a fucking winter day because we can fuck with you like that because we control you. No, they don't, okay? I can tell you right fucking now, no, they don't. They're disrespectful pieces of shit. Doesn't matter who the fuck they are. Everybody needs to learn their lesson, okay, on how to treat people. I'm pretty sure we learned that in kindergarten. Kindergarten is usually the opening of that. Okay, so if these people are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, honey, they are so far behind on how to treat people. We get taught that shit at a young age to not fuck with people. Okay, because now we're in kindergarten. Okay, we're in the big leagues. All right, now everything is not ours. We don't own everything in this room. So now you got to learn boundaries. Now you got to learn not to fuck with people. Now you got to learn not to hit people. Now you got to learn that people have their own space. Now you got to learn to wait. Now you know, like, we fucking learn this shit. So why do people all of a sudden, you know, jump 30 years down the road and just suddenly think they're better than everybody and they don't need to learn anything and they can just take things from everybody? It's like simple fucking basics that we were taught, right? Why are you suddenly doing it now? Because you think you have power or position or money? It's still the same as when we were kids. You're still not supposed to fuck with people, okay? So why we got the cops. You get stolen from, you call the cops. Something happens to you, you call the cops. It's not, you know, John Wick, okay? You're not John Wick. You can't just take things into your own hands and because they fucking killed your dog, okay? So now we got Midnight and Fate. And honestly, really, the way that I'm seeing this is somebody is going to change. It's fated to change, okay? And I know that you're not this tiny little, what do they call them? No. They're not Ewoks. What are they? Gremlins. I don't know what they're called before they turn into gremlins. I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue. But anyways, you know, he goes from this little cute little, you know, thing to this terrifying thing. Okay? That's what you're fated. That sounds really bad, but just read between the lines. Okay, it's like you're not going to be this cute little fuzzy little baby anymore. You're going to be a grown-up that is going to scare people. Okay, you know why we have anger? So we can defend ourselves in the face of danger. Do you know why we have strength? And not, I can bench press 200 pounds, inner strength, so we can take cars off of people in the middle of fucking, all hell breaking loose in 2 seconds because we have strength beyond our own comprehension, because we actually do, but we just don't believe it. Okay, we don't believe it. So it's like somebody who doesn't believe who they are because of what they've been, programmed by, okay, is going to meet their fate. Okay, and just like it follows, ooh, there's family. Look how angry she is. Okay, this is from the movie Hereditary. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but she fucks her own daughter. Okay, literally, not like, not P in the V. I mean, like her daughter, okay, is this, kind of very quiet, very adorable young girl, okay, and she, is a little sensitive and a little quiet and just like little girls, okay, and her fucking delusional mother forces her to go out to a party with people beyond her age, doing things that are fucking ridiculous, and her brother stops watching her because her brother is not there to make sure she's okay. It's her parents that were there to make sure that she's okay. And the fucking little girl dies. Right? And yeah, that mother is going to get mad. Then she gets all fucked with, okay, because her own mother is like trying to kill her firstborn son or something. Oh my God, it's such a weird movie, but it's like people's parents and people, what they're raised under, okay? The thing, what's so fucked, okay, this is what's really going to be fucked about this, is that what your parents are a part of with their parents, imagine what their parents were a part of. So not your grandparents, your great grandparents, okay? Because that's where her shit comes from her mother, right? She fucks her own daughter by her own mother's mistakes, her own mother's mismagic, right? Shit that her mother doesn't know how to fucking fully control, okay? So that's the programming, okay? And it's all like devil shit and worshiping and all this stuff, right? And like, I mean, I know for a fact, people around me, there's Egg, okay? So I really feel like this is probably one of your parents, okay? I know for a fact that people have done hereditary magic in my lineage. I know they have. And I know people around me have done witchcraft. And they don't look like witches. They don't come across as witches. They look like fucking fancy pantsy little fucking Nancy Drew family, okay? These bitches are doing fucking shit, okay? I can tell you this right now. There's twins. There they are right there. There they fucking are right there. Okay, I'm not going to talk about my theory on twins, but it's pretty fucked. And I'm sorry if you are a twin, but you're a part of something beyond this world if you're a twin, okay? And what twins do because of their own telepathy between each other, oh my God. I feel like sometimes though, honestly, if you have a sibling that you're really close with, like me and my sister are really, really close. So even though we were born years apart, we still have like crazy telepathy together as if we are twins. Like I know what she's thinking before she says it. I can think of something and then she'll say it out loud. It happens all the time. I mean, like literally something as easy as like a hot dog. And she'll be like, 5 seconds later, I kid you not, man, I want a hot dog right now. Like, yep, I know. Or the other day I wanted burgers. And I kept saying it to her. I was like, but not saying it, And then she was like, I really want a burger. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you fucking do. Okay, that's the thing. That's using hereditary lineage as a beautiful connection. There's other people that see that kind of shit and go, okay, how can I manipulate it? How can I get that person to do what I want? How can I fuck my family over now? How can I control everybody's mind? How can I fuck this up now? It's just like, because people, their ability to like want to control things is crazy. And that usually comes from overbearing parents, right? Both my cousins had kids when they were mad young. And I swear the reason why they did it was so then they could control their own kid and didn't, have to be controlled by their own parent anymore. Right? I swear that's the reason why so many fucking young girls have kids, so then they can control something. So then they've got a little baby in their arms and they can tell them when to go to bed and they can tell them when to shut the lights off, and they can, really it's kind of like abuse after abuse after abuse. It's, well, my mom did this, so now I want to do it to a kid, but I'm going to do it right. Those kind of stuck up 16-year-olds that go, fine, fuck you, I'm going to have a kid and show you how to raise it. Right? And then the parents are like, oh my God, now I have a chance to be a grandparent, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, you need to teach your kid to stop spreading your legs, and now we're going to actually be a family. Right? But so many people, mom fucks them up. Moms, man. Generational trauma. You got that right. Moms just, they fuck up as much as dads, but moms, they're the real manipulators. They're the real ones that get into your head and just don't listen to you, and they bully you and they push you around. And they, honestly, I was like, I just found out that I had scoliosis. And I was really fucked up about it because it was something that I kind of knew was always there, but nobody ever listened to me. And they just blamed everything on me when really I did it when I was a kid. I hurt myself when I was a kid. Nobody fucking paid attention. And I finally was like so angry about it that I yelled at them about it. I was like, this happened because of you. This happened because of everything that you did. Like, this has nothing to do with me. And now you're going to actually tell me that I don't have it, right? That my scoliosis isn't here, that I'm just crazy when I have back and back and back fucking x-rays. And my fucking stepmother couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle it. She wanted me out. She wanted me out finding friends. She wanted me out trying to find a job. I was trying to find a chiropractor. I was trying to get my OW ready so that I could start, getting money every month and start taking care of myself and my back, because that was my number one my plan, because chiropractors can actually reverse scoliosis and take a very crooked spine and make it straight. But they don't tell you how painful that is. They don't tell you that they're reconstructing your spine, okay? And that shit hurts like a motherfucker, and there's going to be days where you can't walk, and she was so mean to me, and she was so vile to me, and she fucking kicked me out of the house, and she fucking turned people against me. And I was like, when people want to bully you, they will. She yelled at me so bad one day that I packed up my shit and I went in my car, and I was just going to be homeless, because I was like, I can't live one more second with this fucking wretched woman telling me that there's something wrong with me, when I'm trying to tell you that, yes, there is something wrong with me, but it's not mental. They called my fucking doctor. They tried to get me committed like it was 1950. Okay. They were replaying something as I was going through this scoliosis that I swear happened like in another lifetime. I feel like it was like maybe the 1800s. And what was so weird about that is I was in grade 9, and I did a paper, a whole project on psychiatric wards in the 1800s and the measures that they used to put their patients through that said they were schizophrenic. Because like, I've always been able to hear people talking in my head all the time, like shit talking me. I can hear what somebody's saying across, the fucking, it's really weird how this kind of shit works. Right. But I never really knew that like I could do anything like that. Like, so I did this piece and this paper on how they treated patients back in the day. And then, oh man, 10 years, 15 years later, I find out I have scoliosis. I also found out within a couple years before that I had Crohn's disease. And that like really kind of fucked me up, because like that's also been a huge, kind of setback from the scoliosis and how many pills I used to take, because I was in so much pain, but nobody believed me. So I would get these headaches that were so bad because my spine was crooked. And I was, they were trying to get me to sit in cars for 900 hours to go on these road trips. And I would get these headaches, and they would say I was making it up, and I got nosebleeds for years every day. But it was, obviously it was just me, I was doing something wrong all the time. It was always Whitney's fault, that it came to a point where I just fucking hated myself because they just kept telling me that I was all of these things that these doctors weren't saying, but they were saying, you know, like it was a psychological, like, kind of fuckery. And then to be so abused by my stepmother, and her telling me that I needed friends and I needed the social life and I needed to go out and I needed, like, I was trying to heal. Then I figured out, you know, I was trying to figure out stuff about my stepfather and about, you know, why my root chakra was so, you know, boxed up and tense, and I couldn't release it because there was all this pain there. And, you know, and there she was, kicked me out. It just fucking, I wasn't to be there. I couldn't live with her, you know, and because I didn't want to live a life that she said she wanted for me, when she was trying to say that she was bettering my life, when really she was controlling it. That wasn't bettering me. That was controlling it. Some people have to be at home. Some people have things to figure out. Some people don't want to be around crowds. Some people have fucking schizophrenia and don't want to be in crowds and don't want to go out and don't need people around them, fake friends and bullshit around them, just going to talk shit. Like, you know, I do kind of have a feeling of sometimes why people get a little bit nervous to hang out with me, because I can read minds. But the thing is that if you have, you know, a clear conscience around me, I would never read your energy. I would never read your mind, because I wouldn't have to. I don't do that. I choose not to do that. But when people start to fuck with me, then I start to read their mind as to why they're fucking with me. And it's usually so superficial, something so fucking stupid that's beyond my control. But God damn it, I gotta have friends, right? My stepmother said I was a loser if I didn't have friends. I was 27 years old. Oh yeah, my ex, I had just had my ex arrested for fucking threatening to kill me. And like, there she was judging me that I wasn't going out with loads of people and drinking all weekend. Like, I didn't want to drink anymore. I didn't want to do that anymore. Like, you know how hard it is to not want to drink alcohol, okay? And have, yeah, all your friends are drunks. And then there's your stepmother saying that you need friends, when the only people that I knew then were alcoholics. I was a bartender. Do you think I knew people that didn't drink? I don't even know people now that don't drink. Okay. It's so fucking hard because they suddenly get judged for choosing to better your life in some way. I'm getting judged for it. Oh yeah, but then I get judged for smoking weed, even though I don't drink alcohol. Which one's the better of the two? The alcohol or the weed? Fuck you if you say weed, because no, it's alcohol. Alcohol is literally poison in your body. You're putting poison in your body. Weed, there's no poison in weed. Unless you put some type of weird insecticide on it, you're fucking free as a goddamn plant. Like, you're free as a goddamn bird. Okay, so anybody that judges anybody on certain things is like fucked. And to have like somebody say that you need friends when you're trying to get away from that circle because you want to better yourself, well, they're trying to kill you. That's basically what it is. And I knew that. And I knew that with her. She was trying to kill me. She was trying to put me in situations where I was going to lose myself again. And the new person that I was changing into, she didn't want me to change into, because she wanted me to stay a drunk. She wanted me to stay hating myself. She wanted me to stay behind. She didn't want me to get better. She wanted me to get fucked up again. Right. And that's the main factor of like what this woman has to realize is like there is consequences to abusing the ones around you by saying they're losers for not going out and hanging out with people. I'm sorry. Didn't even COVID take that shit away because people were hanging out too much? Like, but you're going to, like, it's so fucked how people can physically, literally hurt you on something so delusional. Okay, I don't know what this book is. I don't know what they read. I don't know what they think is the truth, but they've been warned over and over and over again to fucking leave you alone, and they won't. And that's why you got to go, all right, if you're not going to change, I am. Because you really can't expect people to change, okay? It's one of those things. It's like, really? Like, if a monster is always going to be a monster, narcissist is always going to be a narcissist, a pedophile is always going to be a pedophile. Okay, it's in their brain. It's just brainwashed into them. They're never going to change unless they want to change. Okay, so if someone's trying to tell you to be a certain way, trust me, you're destined to change. It doesn't matter what egg you came out of. It doesn't matter what mother fucking brainwashed you into what. It doesn't matter because you're not a child anymore. Therefore, you're allowed to escape it, right? Even if it's a twin, honestly, if that twin is psycho, which some of them come out good and evil, okay? If one of them's so fucking evil that you can't be around anymore, don't. It doesn't matter if they're your twin. You're a grown-up. You're a grown-up. Always remember that. If you're watching this channel, it's 18 plus, you're a grown-up, which means you make your own decisions. Mommy and daddy don't do that for you anymore, okay? Just like child support, it stops when you're 18. Okay, your voice finally gets heard. They don't want to respect it. They don't want to hear it. That's their loss. But it's your time to shine. Okay? It's your time to shine. And shining is channeling, and channeling is what collective does. So you might as well just start believing what you hear, because you're hearing the truth. And if it's fucked up, then you're hearing more of the truth than you even believe. Amen. Okay. I have one more reading inside of me. What do we got on the clock? 1:35:24. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woohoo! That's magical as fuck. Okay, so Spirit is like, there is something coming up for somebody in the live. Okay. And Spirit is saying, surprisingly, the stage has not been set. Okay. Which means somebody is not really pre-planning something, okay? Because really what it's about is something pretty big, and they don't want to assume that they know anything, okay? So it's like somebody, whoever it is that you're dealing with, okay, has made, I think, possibly one too many bad assumptions with you that have not planned out. Okay, so now they're like, okay, they might have accused you of a couple things in their head. You know, like when you're going through someone's social media or something, and like you see something, or, you know, you see a point of view or a limerick or something, and you're like, I don't agree with that. It's like, well, not everybody agrees with everything, okay? People are different, and what you like, I'm not necessarily going to like, and things that I like, you might not necessarily like, but there are things that we will have in common, and there are things that we will not have in common. Okay, so so you might have something out there on social media, okay, that actually has zero, what would you call that? It's, what? You have zero, I don't know what Spirit's trying to say right now. Okay. Basically, somebody is going to have, okay, I'm going to have to start again. Something is not coming through with Spirit right now, and I'm just not hearing them properly. So I'm going to say it again, and hopefully the message comes through again, because now I'm just mixed up. Schizophrenia is going crazy. Too many people around. Get the fuck out of my house. Go away. Too many people talking. Let me clear this out. Okay. Oh, that's what it was. See, there we go. Too many people talking. Okay, so you might have something on your social media, okay, and it has absolutely like no moral to it at all. It's just something that you put up, okay? What up, Chris? All right. Something that you just put up, and it doesn't have any motivation behind it. It's not set to like do something. It's okay. There's no intentional meaning. There's the word intent. There's no intent behind it, but they saw something, okay, and they accused you of something right away. Like, I don't know, maybe you have like, now I'm getting like, I don't know, maybe there's a picture on your profile or something where it's like you in a bikini or something. and they're like, okay, that's a little too much skin, or like, okay, easy there. Who are you, trying to get the public to notice? It's like, that's not the intention at all. Okay. Like that person just, wore a bikini and it wasn't for any intention whatsoever other than just putting up a picture at the lake. Okay. So it's like, there's no intent behind it, but yet they think there's like some type of cruel intent there. Okay. So now they have to take everything off the stage because they just built a stage where they could have, I don't know. It depends on like what the actual scenario is, but if it's something like, again, with this bathing suit, I don't know if something about something you're wearing or were wearing or something, I don't know. But it's like anything, it's like whatever they said. Like now they're just, okay, now I feel like I'm just like dizzy again. I kind of, you know what I heard? I kind of feel like this person's going to have to eat their words. Because the stage that they set to accuse you of something, they assumed was going to, I don't know. Like, how sometimes it's like maybe you look too good to be true or something. So they just want to take the immediate, thing like, or okay, they could, maybe you meet somebody who's really good looking and then you show your friend and they're like, oh yeah, right. Like that guy's not going to play the shit out of you. He's way too good looking or something. It's like, that's not it, like just because you find them good looking, not everybody does. Not everybody has the same, opinion of people, like the same taste. Okay. So, oopsies. So now we have the ghost and the girl beside her. Okay. So they got some very, like, I think something came through the ether about you. And, like I was talking about schizophrenia and ghosts and stuff, I think somebody said something to them and it was a very rude comment about you and they listened to it. Okay. And you got to remember, like, some people that you're going to be dealing with have just opened up their third eyes and they don't know what they're hearing yet. They don't know how to filter it. They don't know to not listen to certain things. They don't know because they may not have very much experience with it. Okay. So we have Satan with Mother Nature's wrath in reverse. I feel like, they let something take over them and it's not even like you're going to get mad about it. That's the thing is, and I don't even think the universe is going to get mad at them. That's the thing is because whatever it was they heard, I think, okay, maybe this is how it is. Oh, okay. So now see how it spins as the world turns. Okay. So if they see a picture of you with a bikini or something and they think you're trying to entice men or something, I think the real reason why they get angry about it, okay, about seeing you, however, or whatever, is because they're now protective of you. So they see you as, you might see it as innocent. They now see it as, well, you're going to get targeted for that. Like people are going to look at you because of that, where you're just like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Like, because now it's like, man, you must have really got into somebody. You've gotten into somebody. And this person, it's like I honestly feel like they wanted to go running. They wanted to find the first thing wrong with you and say, fuck you, I'm not doing this. You're too good looking or you're too this, like, I'm not doing it. But then God shows up, God's destructive plan. Okay. It's a real funny bitch. Okay. Because now it seems like now this person's watching you so much, it appears to be a little creepy. So now what they took as, you're just trying to get laid or you're just trying to make every dude look at you. Now they're like, well, I can't stop looking at you. Well, yeah, see, you got mad about it. And I didn't even know that was possible. So it's like, maybe you did something, which would be God's organized destruction. You purposely put this picture up subconsciously to get this person's reaction. That's what I think happened. You did it purposely. but not purposely, you know, like you did it subconsciously. And it wasn't to get them to take the bait or anything. It was literally just to make them maybe explain their feelings, because if somebody doesn't really know how they feel about you, then, you know, it'll come out as displacement. They'll get angry at things that you do because they're not a part of it, or they think that you're doing it for somebody else because they're not addressing their feelings towards you. Okay, so there's the web and conjuring. We got it. That's it right there. All right, we caught them. We caught them. And they were just a little possessed by something, okay, which is why the conjuring came out. They had a little mild possession, okay, that they've now gotten under control. And usually that minor possession is something that pisses you off. It's something that boils your skin. It's something that gets under you. You fucking, you know, your feelings come to surface, and then you don't know how to deal with them. But then at least you get, you know, you deal with it then, right? You deal with it before it gets out of control. And like, thank God this person never said anything to you, because I think that it's a possibility that they could have said something to you in their anger, angst, and they really would have regretted it, I think. Okay, because there was something that they just weren't seeing correctly. And I think it was their own feelings. Spirit is so great. Look at that. The heart, really? They really have feelings for you. It's hard for them to accept that. I don't know why. But I guess, look at that. Oh, now they're falling hard. We got crash. Now they're falling hard, okay? They're crashing into themselves now because, like, something that got them so angry and so, like, teenage angst, right, is, like, usually stuff that's real. Yes. They really do like you, okay? They really do like me. Look at Homemade with Love. Oh my God, this is adorable. They think you're like homemade just for them. Just a homemade jar of love. Whoa, okay, we can't have that many cards. Okay, I'll take these ones. Oh, I feel like I should have taken, damn it. Where'd that one card go? Okay, I gotta say, Ace of Swords, like, come on. And then with social media, they're watching your social. They're watching your S&M, okay? Their social media is fucking up in the hizza. And then we got the Invitation with the Sun. Okay, so this person, you know, once they crash head on with their feelings, which some people do that, you know, look at that. Oh my God, on the top of the deck, there's the fucking 4-leaf clover with dreams. I can't make this shit up if I tried. Okay, so now they're going to have crazy dreams about you. Okay, and maybe I think they're finding quite a lot of answers in their dreams. And I think once they send out the invitation, they might have the dream where you and them meet up in a celestial fucking dimension and talk about things. Because this person, obviously, you know, okay, from the past, and they want to meet up with you in the dream state. There's Eric Draven again for the second time. They want to meet up with you in the dream state before they meet up with you in real life. Or you find them in their dreams. That could be another thing. Okay, and then Eric, for a reason. Eric, oh my God, and then the volcano, oh my God, and then two sides. Okay. So, you know, when Eric wakes up, right, and he comes out of the grave, he has no idea what's happening. He has no idea why he's there. He has no idea why all of a sudden he woke up. He has no idea until the crow starts kind of slowly filling him in on what he has to do, and then it all comes back. And then when he picks up the cat too, Samuel, he picks up the cat, and then he sees the vision of what happened that night, and it all comes back to him, okay? And then he explodes. I'm getting goosebumps all over me right now. And now I'm getting burned by The Cure playing in my head. Just paint your face in shadows, smile. I love that song. Oh, I love The Crow. I think I'm going to watch that today. Okay, so the thing is that this person, okay, once they wake up, okay, after the vision, okay, once they wake up after the vision, okay, they're going to explode. Okay, they're going to explode. And that's where everything comes to a crash for them. because some people, they can't accept their feelings. They don't, for one, sometimes they don't think they're good enough to feel them, or they don't think that they're good enough for you, or they don't think that their feelings mean anything. You know, the way that we can make ourselves disappear so quickly when, if you have feelings towards somebody, right? It's like that sometimes, you know, see where that goes. I mean, I haven't like had feelings for somebody, you know, for, I mean, a very, very long time. Very, very long time. You know, because I haven't felt that way about somebody for a while, right? And, you know, because it's hard. I had a lot of vengeful things to deal with, okay? Hello, everyone here in the chat. Okay, I had a lot of vengeful things to think about. And that could be this person, you know, they had a lot of things they got to fucking deal with. And then their feelings for you come crashing down. Okay, and that's hard for people, but it's like, you know, when you think of it as Eric, it's like that's his mission now becomes to make the wrong right. So everybody that hurt him now has to pay that redemption. You know, they have to pay that toll of that little piece that they took from him, because each one took a piece from him, right? So it's like, as this person figures out their own kind of like, I don't know if they're seeking their own justice. I don't know if they're, you know, like when you wake up and you wake up that third eye, you wake up all your trauma, you wake up everything, and nothing stays hidden, because your soul doesn't want anybody that's hurt you. They are not allowed to stay hidden, you know, in your memory, because then that's where we get displacement, right? If they've hurt you, you need to redeem yourself with that, you know, like tell a fucking motherfucker what they did to you. Tell them how much they hurt you. Tell them what they did ruined your life. Tell them, because I mean, holding on to it is just that. It becomes your burden when it's not yours, it's theirs. People deserve to know when they almost killed you, when they ruined your life, when they took away your soul, when they took away your, they deserve to know, because they're little mama's boys or little entitled brats. They think they can just do whatever they want to everybody without any type of consequence. Like, yeah, I remember when we had no cops, like, okay, and anybody could do whatever they wanted. And then all of a sudden we had law, right? So it's like, there are so many different, you know, dimensions of law and what's good and evil and what's, you know, so I think this person is really like, you know, whatever they saw you a part of that angered them so much was a part of their own past, which they couldn't see, right? Because I don't know, maybe they had an ex-girlfriend or something that used to put naked pictures up on the internet all the time, even though she had a boyfriend right there, right? Like, and, you know, like you just don't know what other people have experienced with other people. That's why it's like, sometimes displacement happens and you really can't take it personally, because it isn't personal. It's, yes, it hurt your relationship with them, but if they realize that it actually has nothing to do with you, right? And they realize that they put something on you that had nothing to do with you, that was all in them. But, you know, that would be dealing with a grown-up. So collective, be prepared possibly to be dealing with a grown-up, okay, that has awakened their emotional side, okay, and may or may not have, okay, been triggered by something. There's lightning, literally triggered by something that you did by accident, the tower, okay, and you did not mean it whatsoever. So no. And they kind of sort of a little bit retaliated against you, possibly a little bit, over something that you didn't even do, and now they do feel super guilty about it. Okay, so Spirit is letting you know that somebody who judged you, or I'm hearing Judge Judy, whoever Judge Judy'd you, okay, they're definitely biting their tongue now. I kind of just like felt like I could have bit my tongue there, and I was like, oh, I swear. Don't bite your tongue, Whitney. Okay, so they're biting their tongue a little bit for what they said about you, and so shall it be. You know, like, you got to understand when you're taking something out on somebody that doesn't have anything to do with them, right? So 1:53:53. Gotta love that time, eh? Woo! I am going to get going now. My sister should actually be home from work, and my phone is going to die, so great. I have to go to the grocery store and get some coffee, so I have to go. This was a great reading. Anybody who didn't watch yesterday's reading, it was a great reading as well. So we have like awesome energy coming in, and a lot of people who want to fix some things that they did wrong and become better people. So awesome. It's springtime. What better time to do it than to be, come a better person, right? So awesome, collective. All right. You too there, Pamela. Have a great day. All right. And enjoy the sun. It's freaking freezing where I live, but the sun is out, so that's pretty nice. So anyways, enjoy. And I will most likely, I don't know when I'm going to be back live, but I'll definitely have something to say tomorrow. As always, all right? And I will, I swear, let you know, Pam, from now on when I go live through your Instagram. So everybody gets the message, you know what I mean? Because you're most likely going to be home, because I usually am always live when you're home. So, all right, peace out. Have a good one. One love, everybody. One love.